Jags are the hottest team in football. They have won 5 straight, count them up, 5 straight. Defense giving up 24 points per game over that stretch. Shady, here is my favorite question of the day. Offense for the Niners, they've been struggling. Defense for the Niners, they've been struggling. Who needs to rebound more, Big Dog? Is it the offense or the defense?
It's got to be the defense, right? When you think of the 49ers, who are they? Who are they? They're a defensive team first. I always say this, who made the 49ers? It wasn't Brock Purdy, right? He helped out when he's playing well. Christian McCaffrey, he helped out. He's a baller. Kittle, he helps out. He's a baller. Trent Williams is probably a little more than all that. But it's the defense that makes the 49ers. Even before they had Christian McCaffrey, even before they had Trent Williams, they were still winning games, right? And what happened was they were going to the playoffs with that type of defense. You're not scoring on the defense. You're not scoring on us. No. You're not going up and down the field, running the ball, throwing. You're not doing that. If you look at the last couple times that these guys has played, I'll even take the Bengals game, right? Because that was a big game for me because at the time they both was kind of struggling, right? And the Bengals were trying to get back into the flow of things. Right now they're rolling, but they were trying to get back into it. And I watched them boys go up and down the field. I don't care who it is. You don't do that against the 49ers defense. We keep talking about how the defense coordinator, Wilkes, how is he coming down from the booth to the field or is he going back up? What is he doing? Why are we doing all that? Why are we doing all that? Why are we trying to figure that out? Because the defense is so big to them. If Brock Purdy doesn't have a good game, right, for the future, he'll still be around. Wilkes is going to get fired. So it's now on the defense. When you look at all the names on that defense, a roster they got, oh, my God. It's an MVP type of team on defense. And then you add Chase Young, so it's got to be the defense. If they don't play well, the Niners will have no shot to win this game.
It's on me.
Hoodie James. Hoodie James. It's Hoodie Friday.
What does Kyle Shanahan coach?
Offense.
As a head coach, Acho, tell me again, remind me again of what you say. Huh?
You got to handle your side
Handle
of the ball
your side of the ball first. You offense, right? All right, this offense been garbage the last 3 weeks. Maybe you should talk about going in the booth or being on the field or something like that because y'all been garbage, too, on that side of the ball. The quarterback that you chose, you traded away Trey Lance for this quarterback right here, 6 turnovers in the last 3 weeks. You are calling the plays for this young fella. You have George Kittle out there. You have Christian McCaffrey out there. You have Brandon Ayuk out there. Do something. For me, this ain't all on the defense. When they were winning games, yeah, the defense was playing well, but he wasn't putting them in bad situations neither. He was taking care of the football. So for me to bounce back, Kyle Shanahan, you this offensive guru, we put you up here on this pedestal of calling plays and doing that and changing any quarterback in the world to being a really good quarterback. Well, the last 3 weeks, your offense has been garbage. It's time for the offense to step up and everybody not to blame this all on the defense 24/7 and the offense to get out there and start taking care of the football again and scoring and moving the ball down the football field. So I need to see this offense bounce back. 6 turnovers in the last, 6 interceptions in the last 3 weeks. Come on, man. That's offense.
They're not going to like that, James.
Good.
They're not going to like it.
And I was an offensive player, man, but come on, man. They ain't blaming on Steve Wilkes and the defense 24/7, Joy. You want me to keep going?
I'm just saying, they're not going to like it. I mean, my first line is the defense because Kyle Shanahan is never held responsible for anything.
No, that's the problem.
I mean, it's Steve Wilkes' fault now, right? Like, it's the defense. If you are an offensive coach that, like James said, we put into the top upper echelon of the league, where he should be because he is a great offensive mind, wouldn't you build the team around offense? Because like similarly, when we have defensive head coaches, you go through offensive coordinators. You have turnover at that position because they're not the head coach, so they're going to go move on. If they have success, they'll move on to other places. Well, you're going through defensive coordinators, but you're the head guy and you built the team on defense. So it's a bit confusing for me why it would then be the defense's fault if you are the offensive guy that we put in the top of the league. I think it's on the defense as well because it's too late now. This is the choice that you made. This is how you built the team, brick by brick, right? This is how you build a team, that you have a wall of an offense, you get to the quarterback, you get great field position, you put the quarterback that we don't think is a bona fide franchise quarterback in bad positions, and then you're able to win games. That's the formula. So whether whose fault and what and how you built the team, the construction, it's too late now. I think Brock Purdy is struggling because he's a young quarterback and everything isn't perfect for him.
Second year, yes.
He's not playing. Okay, but that was Kyle Shanahan's choice.
But I'm saying, but they built their team on defense.
They did, but it's always the same thing, Shady. It's always that you have Jimmy Garoppolo or you have Brock Purdy or you take this massive, unbelievable swing to get Trey Lance, and it's like we don't need. But you're an offensive guy, so if your defense struggles at all, can you pick it up? Like, can we do anything? Now all of a sudden it's just because the defense isn't doing well that you're throwing interceptions?
But that's how they were built. That's how they were built. Even when they were at the Niners at their best, they were built through defense. That's why we joke about having any quarterback there because the defense is that good. For example, when y'all were the number 1 seed and you and A-Rod, y'all was doing y'all thing, when they beat up on y'all in Lambeau Field, right? Wasn't the offense? They ran the ball, but what they do? They stopped y'all. Huh?
I don't remember. I got that show now.
No, I'm being serious. Yeah. It's Friday, so that's why I'm like real passionate. But the thing is, why they beat on y'all like that? Because y'all couldn't do nothing on offense. They stopped y'all. You're not running the ball, you're not throwing the ball, nothing you can do. That's what the Niners been. So the way you speaking about it, I get what you're saying, but the way that the Niners was built the last couple of years was all defense. So why won't we make the defense at fault now? We gonna blame it on a second-year last pick in the draft quarterback?
No, I'm not. I'm blaming on Kyle Shanahan.
Because he had some solid games? It's the truth.
Can you tell me what they want?
Because the best friend of a young quarterback is either running game or what else?
Can you tell me what else?
Good
Can you tell me what they won with that good defense?
They got to an interception.
They got there, they ain't won nothing.
Hold on. And I'm gonna say it again, and you should know better than this. It's hard as hell to win championships.
No question.
But the only thing you can do as a player, as a team, is get the chance to get there.
I know, but
so they get in there.
But we keep on talking about this defense. Like every time we talk about the Niners to win a Super Bowl, all we talk about is quarterback. And they found one. Ain't that what it is? Jimmy G was holding him back. Jimmy G can't make these throws. You know what? Cal found one, and we still blaming it on the defense, and he turning the football over. Shady.
Out of 32 teams, maybe three of them teams, other than the main guys, would love to be the Niners. To have a chance to get to the Super Bowl.
I'm with that.
All right, so can we
just the Chiefs?
Can we stop acting like that don't count? I hate when we act like that don't count.
It does count.
That's hard as hell to get there.
2-5. Here's my thought.
What's your thought?
Here's my thought.
I need some water. It's Friday.
The reason to me it's the defense is because the defense has no excuse for this bad play.
Ooh.
Jalen Hurts' worst game in his last 2.5 years was against the Jets.
Yeah.
And if y'all recall that game versus the Jets, well, what happened? Lane Johnson was hurt. Lane Johnson was hurt, and Jalen Hurts threw 3 interceptions for the first time since 2021, if I'm not mistaken. Patrick Mahomes is likely going to be the greatest or second greatest quarterback to ever play this game. But when he played the Tampa Bay Buccaneers when Shady won his second Super Bowl, what happened? Eric Fisher was out, starting left tackle who got hurt in the AFC Championship game versus the Buffalo Bills. Patrick Mahomes looked pedestrian, and we're talking about Patrick Mahomes. The reason the defense has to show up more than the offense for me is Trent Williams. I believe him to be the second best tackle of the generation behind Joe Thomas. Trent Williams is out.
Whoa.
Joe was a bad boy.
Joe ain't Trent. He ain't Trent Williams. I'm sorry.
I'm not even get distracted by that. I mean, Joe Thomas obviously is a first ballot Hall of Famer, so he may not be Trent Williams, but obviously he's good. He's not a bad player. We got you. So with that being said, if Trent is out, and we saw what Jalen Hurts looked like without Lane Johnson, we saw what Patrick Mahomes looked like without Eric Fisher, then I expect Brock Purdy to look bad. However, James, where I am at is Nick Bosa's not out. Hufanga's not out. Fred Warner's not out. Ward, Lenore, Gibson, they're not out. Greenlaw be hurt sometimes, but Greenlaw not out. Hargraves not out. Armstead this year, he's not out. And they just added Chase Young. So when I look at it, the defense has no excuse. So I need them to have a big game because they have no excuse for their bad games. The offense, you don't have Trent Williams. If you don't have Trent Williams, I would hope the quarterback is.
And you don't have a second year starter either, though. Them boys is all grown.
So then when do we stop taking them seriously as a contending team?
If Trent was out for the year, I would be like, hey, Niners, y'all are done for the year. If Trent was out, like, if your starting left tackle was, now he did return to practice yesterday, I believe he's questionable, but like if Trent were to be, if Lane Johnson were gone, I'm telling you right now, I'm taking all my money off the Eagles. Yeah. If Lane was out.
Our record's real bad without Lane.
Without Lane, the record is average is grits. So if Lane is gone, I'm taking all the money off the Eagles. No. So Trent is that important to the Niners' offensive success. So that's why I care more about the defense.
So we sitting here saying if Lane Johnson is gone and Jalen Hurts has 6 interceptions, we're going to say it's the defense. We ain't going to say that Jalen Hurts playing bad.
We
ain't
are.
Gonna say this offense. That's all I'm saying. Like, okay, They losing because both sides ain't playing well.
Of course.
But everybody just going straight at the defense. This boy is throwing picks. These defenses on short fields. In the Minnesota game, all-out blitz, forget it. End of the game, we stopped these boys twice, gave you the ball twice, and you threw 2 interceptions.
Wouldn't you say, though, like, hey, defense, I need you to carry me?
But didn't that happen, though?
They've been carrying them. They hold that. But the way you just said that is a great point. The Niners, since I've been knowing them, right? Even when Frank Gordon was popping back in the day,
2013,
it was defense,
2012.
right? I'll break it down like this, and I'm done with it. Every team we could talk about, I can sit here and tell you right now. If you ask me, what are they built on, right? What's the team's strength? What does the coach prioritize in that franchise? The Niners, it's the defense. Even though you got to couch them as an offense, it's a defensive team. They set the stage for the team.
No question.
Right? The Chiefs. It's so crazy right now. The Chiefs are so good on defense, right? Everybody keeps talking about because they've never seen it before. Yeah. And the thing is, right, in the past, other than this year, in the past, the Chiefs thing is this. We got to go out here, we got to outscore everybody.
Right.
Why is that? Because the way we're built on this team on offense, skill positions, and we're going to have a couple of good players on defense, Honey Badger here and there, Chris Jones that make plays here and there. Not to be a great defense. So now it's the same thing with the Niners. Why you push back on that?
I agree with everything you're saying, actually. I'm just saying that maybe shouldn't we just give, like, more credit to Robert Saleh and D'Amico Ryans? And
we did, though.
No, like, more. Like, if this team is built on defense and they look like this when the defense is bad, I feel like the defensive coordinators are kind of carrying this team. Like, which is it? Is this a team? But we don't talk about the defense. We talk about Kyle Shanahan.
Oh, no, I talk about
which is it? Is this a team that's
even in the first 5 games, right, when they were playing good defense,
yeah,
like and good
we weren't talking about Steve Wilkes.
Man,
good offense too.
We didn't hear Steve Wilkes' name until something bad happened.
True, but we talked about the defense.
Okay, when
no, we didn't talk about Wilkes.
Hold on,
we talked about the
when last year playoffs, right? Because we love and respect playoffs here. Cool, I'm cool with that. When they played the Cowboys, right? We wasn't up and going crazy over the Niners' offense, were we? In the big moments?
They didn't do nothing crazy.
We were really just talking about that.
But the real reason was the defense. We stopping the run, we playing good defense against the pass, and we getting turnovers. And hold up, and we getting great field position for our young quarterback.
I agree with all that.
Hold up, that's all. That's how they've been like that for years.
I agree
That's
with
how
that.
they play.
I totally agree. I'm just saying, let's start talking about this team. Let's start talking about the defensive coordinator instead of the offense.
We're not doing that. DeSean Jackson, you have a couple of good plays. You're not going to go crazy. We got to have smart football. Don't turn the ball over because that defense is real. They want to get field positions for their young quarterback. That's how they win games. That's how they've been winning.
And all that is good.
And Kyle Shanahan, hold on, last thing. And Kyle Shanahan, why he gets a lot of respect because he's been a good coordinator everywhere he's been at.
Yep.
Y'all just talking about the Niners. Nope. When Kyle Shanahan, every team he's been on, he's been a hell of a coordinator.
He's very talented. All right, he's not the best coach in his division.
But what I'm saying is, if we talking about Kyle Shanahan, we saying as far as an offense of Guru mind, because everywhere he's been at. Okay. We're talking about the 49ers.
Okay, so
and we talk about the 49ers, the big thing about them is they defense.
I agree with you.
And all that's good. And all that's good. They are built on the defense, and you're just going to keep coming up short. Because the offense ain't going to come up and make no plays for you when they have to make the play. Because that's how it is. So keep on coming up short. If you keep coming up short,
they went all offense.
Hey, I won one, though. Catch that, ain't won none. So if you keep coming up short,
a couple defensive players,
you're going to get fired.
What's with all the hair?
What
are they
Clay Matthews.
Clay Matthews, the big guy dude in the middle. What's with the
show me what you got.
No. He's doing this.
DJ Raji.
There's Charles Woodson.
See Wood.
And all offense.
Yep.
That's how they was built.
That's
so
it.
when I say the same thing about the Niners, why your face is all
because at one point,
we agree with you.
Hold on. I agree the way they are built, but at one point, at one point you gotta help.
Listen,
I'm not even saying that. I agree.
On a Friday, I am cooking.
I agree.
I'm gonna go to break.
At one point you gotta help.
I'm just saying. This is D'Amico Ryan's team. This is Steve Wilkes' team. This is Robert Saleh's team.
He yelling. He think he's crying by yelling. They built on defense and they done came up short every single year because what? And what do we say? The quarterback got to make a throw. Well, he making throws right now and it's interception. So stay built like that.
I have to go.
I don't know.
Bacon Jones over there.
I don't think that's...
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.